Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I posted personally in person, so here I am back again. Tonight's video is going to be slightly different. The last couple of videos you would have seen was with PUBG mostly. So tonight is back to a review. Well, not a review, it's more actually I'm a guinea pig tonight. I'm actually promoting my wife's business that we started recently. We're in it now for about 4 months. So yeah, here it goes. This is our business name. So for you guys out there that hadn't seen it yet, please go and have a look. I just want to focus a bit on the... Okay, it doesn't want to focus completely. But yeah. There we go, that's our small logo. Business name is Zanicorn Tails. So we actually started with this powdered hair dye. It's a semi-permanent powder hair dye. It's chemical free, so it doesn't damage your hair at all. And well, yeah, it's like I said, it's a semi-permanent, so it doesn't last months and months though, but that's quite good, especially for you guys out there that likes to change, change things up a bit, and to change quite often, have a new style, have a new look every now and then, quite, more often. So this is just one of the tops like I showed you there with our logo on. You guys can have a look on Instagram, she's there, Facebook, TikTok, and obviously you guys can contact her only on WhatsApp. There's all our business details. I will be posting that a bit later, although this is rotated, but I'll put all the correct details in the post later on in the description. So, like I said, I'll be the guinea pig. I'm going to explain a bit about the hair powder. Like I said, it's semi-permanent, you guys already know that. It doesn't work on dark hair, for instance. If you have dark hair, unfortunately you will have to lighten it up with a bleach kit or something like that. For instance, if you want streaks, do your streaks with a bleach kit and then put on whichever color you want. I'll be using a toner, in fact, actually. As you can see, I've got a few stripes in myself, but it's natural stripes. I've got a light to medium brownish hair color, and like I said, now with some blonde stripes, basically a dark blonde. So I'll be using a silver grey toner actually. I already pre-mixed for myself. There you can see a bit. I don't need so much because, well, I've got shorter hair and it's only for the stripes. Now, like I explained about the dark hair, when you have lighter, it takes much easier and it shows better. If you have a darker hair color, like a brown for instance, you might get a sort of a shine if you're in the sun, but most of the time it doesn't show at all. So it's better to have lighter hair, or like I said, put in streaks or something like that. But enough of that. So I'll be applying the silver grey, like I said, on my hair, and yeah, let's hope for the best and see how it comes out. With the toner specifically, it's not like the other colors. We have quite a few different colors that you can go check out on the Facebook page. Everything is there. Some of it on Instagram as well. We're not that big on the Instagram yet, but on the Facebook, please go like our page there and maybe check out. Maybe you like something. With the toner, I'll be putting it on, and then we're going to be leaving it in anything from between 4 minutes up until about 10 minutes until I'm satisfied. I'll be checking on the development of the toning, because I want my blonde to be more that greyish silver color. Just trying it out, like I said, being a guinea pig. So here it goes. I'm going to start applying, and let's see what happens. I'm going to do it with my bare hands, in fact. I used a spoon to mix it. Like I said, it's chemical free, so it's basically a maize-based powder, and yeah, it has some food colorants in instead of, so it's non-toxic or anything. And that's why I'm going to use my bare hands, in fact. So you put it on your dry hair, like I'm doing now. Just rub it in. I didn't explain the mixing. So you basically take a bit of the color powder or the toner powder. It depends on your hair length and so on, and also how dark you want it to color, or in this case to tone. With the toning, it's going to be dependent on the time that you leave it in. But then you take normal hair conditioner. In fact, you put in the amount of conditioner that you normally would put into your hair. I actually don't use conditioner at all. But I'm just trying it, and like I said, just to promote ourselves a bit. So I'm just rubbing that in there. Like I explained, so you take the amount of conditioner that you prefer, that you are comfortable with using in your hair normally, with the amount of squirts in a bucket or in a small tub actually, and then you start adding a few. Like I put in a half a teaspoon actually. So you can put that in, check the color that you like, especially on the colored powders, and then mix that up until it's a paste, like I said, until you are comfortable with that. It's mostly my top, I think it's mostly covered. I'm gonna, like you see there, just putting in more, rub it all over. On this side. Okay, so my hair is quite wet from all the conditioner now. I think I'm gonna put a bit more. You can in fact leave it in until it dries, especially on the colors. The toners, like I said, between 4 to 10 minutes. Well, you only start checking it from 4 minutes to see the development of the color. If you want to use it as a color, you can do that as well. But then it can give you a very darkish, well, a grey, deep grey color, depending on your hair. Obviously, different hair types has different results. I think I'm satisfied with that. I'm gonna put the last bit on the sides of my head and see what happens. There we go. So that should be fine. Gonna leave that in a bit. Rinse off my hands quickly. It's quite safe to use. So yeah. Okay, so the time now, just want to see, is 20:15 exactly. Sorry for that. It's 20:15 exactly, so I'll be checking it after about 5 minutes. So I'm going to explain a bit better now, sorry for that. So the color powders you can leave in for about 45 minutes. You can check the development. You can leave it in for longer if you like, if you want a more vibrant color. You can play around with it quite a bit. If you want a more darker color, you can add more powder. If you want a lighter color, just add a bit more conditioner to the mix. With the toners, like I said, I only added half a teaspoon, which I think is a bit too much for my hair, as I don't have long hair. People with short hair, I think it's sufficient. If you go down to a bob, start with a full teaspoon, or if you've only got stripes in, only put a little bit of it. Toners, like I said, 5 to 10 minutes, unless you want a color physically. And yeah, from there now it's just a wait, and let's see what happens. So I'm just gonna pause myself, and then after 5 minutes I'll see you guys for the rinsing and to see how it tones. So you can just check the development after 5 minutes, see if you're happy with it. And then from there, decide what you want to do. See you guys in a few. Okay guys, so I'm back. I actually left it in a bit longer. It's now 10 minutes. It's 20:25. So I do actually see a bit of a result. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see. The blonde is more greyish color, but I've actually decided to leave it in for longer because I don't just want to tone. I want a more whitish greyish color. So just to show you guys the bit of toning there, I just want to. Oh, it's a bit difficult with the focusing, and it's night, so obviously light makes a big difference at the end of the day. What I forgot to mention earlier, like I'm doing now, you can actually leave, especially with the colored powders, you can leave it in until it actually dries on your hair, and you can in fact go and sleep with it and only wash it off the next morning. I would highly recommend putting an old pillowcase on your pillow in that situation if you decide to do it, because obviously it will leave some flakiness on your pillowcase, but it shouldn't do anything. It should wash out in any case, if perhaps you sleep with it wet still. Aside from that, that's what I'm actually doing with the silver grey now as well. I'm gonna leave it a bit to dry. I'm gonna leave it, I think I'm gonna leave it for about 20 minutes and see what happens, and maybe before that I'll wash it off, and let's see what happens from there. See you again in a few. Okay guys, so I'm back now. It's been 20 minutes now. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly focus on my hair. Sorry, I changed my angle a bit. There you can see the color took a bit better on my hair now. It gave me a bit of a better greyish color that I prefer, that I wanted. Sorry for the shaking. Let me put on the light quickly here. Sorry, that's bright. So I'm not sure if that makes a huge difference though, but I'm gonna be rinsing off now. It is only conditioner, so only water is needed. If you really want, you can shampoo it, but obviously it's not necessary. So I'll be doing that and then showing you guys the results a bit later. With the results of my toning or coloring. Okay, obviously I had to let my hair dry first. I do not use a hair dryer to dry my hair at all. I just let it dry off by itself naturally. So hopefully you guys can see the results. It is a bit difficult, like I said, it's night time, so lighting is obviously a problem, and obviously it makes a big difference from daytime and nighttime what your results look like. I did however take a few before pictures, and also once my hair was dry I took a few after pictures that I will be editing in here as well for you guys to see. I'm gonna put on, well, for now I'm just gonna show without the light. I don't know if you guys can see, but there is a bit of a difference. On the pictures you will see it more clearer. There is more of a, you can still see the blondness, but you can see that, for instance, a stripe here, it's not as yellow, a yellowish blonde, it's more a grey blonde, and that was actually what I was looking for. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Let me put on the light, then maybe we can see a bit better. So, sorry, the phone will be shaking a bit. So there we go, this is from the top side, and then all the way to this side. I'm not sure how this is going to come out for you guys though, but yeah, I am quite pleased actually with what I found with it. Obviously depending on each person's hair type, like I mentioned earlier, and also the pigments in your hair. Some people have a more reddish pigment, some people have a more yellowish pigment, some has more greyish pigment, for instance. So that all makes a huge difference at the end of the day of the colouring of your hair, your results that you will get, the vibrantness of your hair colour, and well, there's so many things actually, but it's a few simple stuff. Some people can be a bit disappointed sometimes But obviously you have to figure out and work out what's going to work best for you. Like I mentioned earlier, for instance, the mixture that you make, adding more powder dye or toner, or adding more conditioner to your mix. That all makes a huge difference at the end of the day. And also, like I said, once again, the color of your hair. If you've got a more yellowish color, or if you have a dark hair and you have to physically bleach it, sometimes, especially if you've got black hair, very dark hair, you have to bleach quite a few times, sometimes 3 times, sometimes 4 times, to get a nice light blonde, more whitish blonde, if I can say. The yellow tend to have a more dark result sometimes, and that tends to disappoint people when they use the colors, because of the yellow clashing with whatever color you have. In that case, that's where the toner specifically comes in quite nice and handy. That thing, especially your platinum toner, it's more purplish color, so it basically neutralizes your yellow coloring on the blondes. Where if you have a more whiter color, obviously your color is more vibrant in that case. But yeah, I'll be taking a few more snaps tomorrow of my hair as well, during daytime with sunlight as well. And yeah, I'll also put that in for you. And thanks. I do appreciate your time, guys. I hope you did enjoy my video. Like I said, once again, please go like our Facebook page, our Instagram. Most of it is on both of the pages, actually. Facebook has a lot of information that you can use. I'll be putting a link in my description to the Facebook and Instagram pages as well. And yeah, please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. And I'm sure my wife will appreciate it a bunch if you guys could follow her, and maybe, like I said earlier, you'll be interested in a few stuff. We'll be happy to help. Cheers, guys. Have a good evening.